Okay, we've talked about elevating our frequency before, and one of the ways that I know can be useful is to be around people who have a higher frequency.
Correct. Higher consciousness has to do with how fast the electron in the atom is spinning. So when you're in the presence of somebody that, say, is an enlightened being, they're spinning very quickly, and so that energy can be really felt. And when you're in their presence, it actually quickens your own spin of the electrons in your body. So it's very helpful to be in the presence of those people when you can be. And you will definitely experience that if it's somebody that's truly enlightened. So that is one of the real best ways to help raise your vibratory rate. Then after that, you have to learn how to consistently keep that vibratory rate.
Right.
And then that gets into spiritual practices such as meditation or decrees or prayers or whatever it is that you do that's helpful. And then you even can look at your day-to-day activities, what music you listen to, what you're eating, what you're wearing. Those things do have an effect on the frequency at the cellular level. So all of that goes into the decisions about what do I want? Because if you really want higher consciousness, you have to start maybe doing some things differently. And maybe you're attached to certain things that you eat, like sugar, which keeps you at a lower vibratory rate because you can't hold your light if you eat a lot of sugar. It expands your aura. Or listening to music that drains your energy. Things like that. What colors you're wearing, because black and red are very low vibrating energy, and they will attract entities, and also the light will not move through. So if you're wearing, say, a black shirt and it's covering your upper body and it's covering those energy centers, then the light can't get through, the light can't get in, the light can't get out. So you're sort of trapping your energy in that. I had an interesting experience once at my chiropractor's, and he was muscle testing me for something going on in my body, and I had on a pair of, I think, black slacks or something. I rarely wear black, but for some reason that day I did. Couldn't get a muscle test, couldn't get a muscle test. And finally he said, oh, it's that. And it was. My body would not give a good muscle test because that color was interfering with my body energetics. And the faster you start to vibrate, the more aware you have to be of those things. As you become more aware, you have to make more informed choices because it will challenge your habits and what you consider fun or what you consider you like to do or that kind of thing. So it depends on what you want and how bad you want it.
We frequently see gurus or people with higher consciousness attributes wearing white. Is this a purposeful decision to wear white for that connection, or?
Well, white is a good color.
I mean, it is not any guarantee. It just is supportive of.
It's just supportive. Any of the colors of the purified etheric chakras, which are different than the normal chakra colors, because at the purified etheric chakras, there's no red, there's no orange, there's blue, there's white, there's purple, there's violet, there's green, there's yellow. So those are all supportive of the body's energies. And then it gets down into what you ingest, what you eat, what you drink, because those things can have a huge effect on whether you can hold your energy or not.
So we're talking about the different choices that we can make to support our goal of higher consciousness, higher vibration in our daily life. And you talked about what we wear, what we listen to, and you were touching about the things that we eat. Maybe you could go into a little more description about eating and how that relates to our level of consciousness. I know some people think that a particular diet is going to be a harmonious, supportive choice. Other people seem to not be in that same decision and seem to have a good support.
A lot of the diet depends on what a particular person's body needs, but there are some general things which are harmful. Sugar, chocolate, pork is a very dense food, so it will slow your vibratory rate down. Alcohol will slow you down. Things like if you smoke, tobacco will slow down your energies. Drugs definitely will do that and damage your aura tremendously. Medications can do that. As far as being a vegan or a vegetarian, that kind of depends on your particular system. The thing about, I love the idea of not killing anything to eat. However, we're always killing something to eat, and something's always eating us.
Plants are alive, we're killing them.
Plants are alive. Even if you're breathing in little bacteria, little life things. The other interesting thing is when a lower form of life is being ingested by a higher form of life, it will actually help raise the vibratory rate of that particular species. That's a very esoteric thing. So when you talk about, I don't want to kill a cow, I don't want to have to kill a cow to eat it. Actually, there's a very esoteric metaphysical truth to the idea that by ingesting that is actually raising the frequency of that animal species.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You don't hear that very often.
No, you don't. That's why it's esoteric. But, we these days we have to be careful about GMOs and about the antibiotics that animals are fed and everything that they are, all the medications they're given and all of that, which is, definitely not good.
So organic would be a choice that would support our growth.
Yes.